Hey, good day, guys. Welcome again to my channel. I am Joshua, the designer, and in this short video, I'll be showing to you how to model different kinds of column shapes in Prota Structure. Like you can see, just as you can see on my screen, I have a not so common shape of column. It's not the conventional square or rectangular column that we used to have in our structures. How then can you model this? There are two ways you can do this. You can import this shape right from the scratch. If you do not know how to do that, you can make reference to one of my videos, full tutorial for beginners on product structure. You will have that handy. And another way we go about this is by modeling it right from the scratch. So we can have the model from the scratch on product structure. All right, so from here we have this kind of column at this point. This is what we want to achieve. Looking at this is the shape of the column we hope to achieve. Okay, so how do we do it here? Clicking on the column that is on this tab, and then any position that has the center of the column, you look for the center, the intersection of the column, where exactly the column sits as the center, or as the center, whatever it is, the center of geometry. So you click on that point, but this is not the shape that we're looking for. All right, it's not the shape that we're looking for. So to do that, you get to your property. Now if you look at this property, you discover that no matter how you change this, it's still going to be a rectangular kind of column. All right, or at most it will be a square depending on whatever value you put here. All right, so but that's not what we want. We want a column that would be as the shape that I have shown to you earlier. Okay, so to achieve that, you right click on this properties and you click this particular icon. All right, so once you do that, you see different kind of shapes of columns. So if you have a column that is a T, for example, you put your dimensions, your H being the height, your B being the width, and H1 be the thickness of this section, and BW, that's the web width. All right, H1, that's for the flange thickness, and then we have R1 and R2. All right, those are if you have the radius up to be applied, then you put that. But in this case, I don't think we need that. So if this is what you need to put, then it becomes what you want. Then clicking OK, you can put that here. You see what you have now, a T column. But that's exactly not what we want. All right, I just showed that to you. So if yours is I, you can apply I with the respective information. If it is box, you can put that with the respective information. If it's this, you can do that. L, for example, you can do that. So if it's a L, if it's L, I can do that, remove this, and then I have my L. But this exactly is not what we want. What we want is to have something as this, which is the most, or one of the most complex kind of columns you find modeling with product structure. All right, so what to do now is right click on this. The other way to get to where we've been dealing with is to click the polyline column editor. Polyline column editor. All right, so this exactly enables us to model our column. All right, so you click the section edit. Now is because what we have already on the plan is a L column. So if you want to start with something that gives you a good background into what you want, you're free to do that. Let's start from afresh. Clicking the columns there, and then we want to start with a, let's start with a rectangle, for example. So this becomes 0, and then this 0, then this. So maybe this will give, okay, so this will give a background to whatever it is we want. Be sure that you are having a column at first that gives an advantage to whatever it is you want to model. So this is looking more like this, but I just want to bend the column a little to form that kind of shape. So right clicking this, select your polyline column editor. Once you do that, you find that exact column that you posted, that you fixed. So another thing you're going to do next is to go to your section edit while on your left, section edit. So because I want to have a very smooth um, operation in modeling my column, so I want to reduce the grid spacing to about 5. All right, it gives me an advantage to monitor everything I want very well. Now what we need to do again is to obtain or to know how much, or yes, how much in degrees is this line from this line that makes the bend. All right, so because it helps you in your modeling too, you know how much you want to turn. So clicking this and this should give you an idea of the angle, which is 139 degrees. All right, so going back to product structure, polyline column editor, then you can right click on any part where you want to bend, start the bend from, all right, which is more or less parallel to whatever point above. So let's start from here. Then we have this and this. All right, so to show you how this responds on the plan, let's just press OK. Now you see that it's moving gradually. All right, you see it's moving gradually. So, but we're not done. We're not done. What we need to do is to continue just what we started with, and then we'll be fine. Right click, select properties, right click on this, sorry, polyline column editor. Then we're back to where we started from, section edit. From what we saw, we just need to bend a little more, a little more. Don't forget the grid spacing if you want to have a very smooth ride. A little more bend here and there. Whatever you do here would have influence on what you have down there. So not to worry, whatever you do here, you eventually find it here. So you see that this has to go a little back behind. All right, the same thing, this has to go a little behind, this has to come down. All right, so let's take it one after another. All right, right click, polyline column editor, section edit. Then we know that this is supposed to come a little behind, be a little more. All right, grid spacing 5, yeah, a little more. Yes, so and this is supposed to come back a little. Yeah, so let's see how this influences our work. So this still supposed to go farther, and this come back a little. Okay, so you just have to be patient with this kind of shape. If it was a T or L shape, is very very easy, very easy. Okay, this should come down a little, and this also should come down a little. So let's see how this affects our work. So we're gradually getting there. This needs to come here a little forward, this needs to come a little backward. All right, so polyline column editor, select, then you come here 5. All right, then this goes forward a little, and this a little forward, then this a little backward. Let's see. We're making progress. This is perfect now. We're left with these ends. All right, so our concern will be this ends. All right, so repeating that same process, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this is perfect at this point. This just needs to be perfect, and then we'll be done. You just don't have to rush to get this. Now you see that we have our shape so amazing and so good. Now, if you want to take this a little behind to match this, you're still going to do the same thing. And not to worry, you're going to have the result of whatever it is that you hope to get. So polyline column editor, all right, section edit, the grid, you may reduce the grid if you want to. Then you take this a little bit behind. So then make this parallel. Okay, so you see that we have it. So you may just want to be perfect with your work, want to take any a little closer, a little farther, you can do that. So we have what we hope to achieve here with this column. All right, so if you have any questions as touching this, do well to use the comment section, as I'll be there to attend to all your comments, queries, and your suggestions. See you in the next video. I'm Joshua the designer. If you are new to my channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like and share to your friends to get better in structural engineering. I am Joshua the designer. See you next time. Bye.